Elon Musk is a very busy man, and he's a guy who has a lot on his plate right now, with various companies trying to do various things in regards to advancing the human condition, if you will. On top of all that, he just had a new child with his partner Grimes. And if you think we're going to try and say that kid's name, you have another thing coming. But regardless of that, with a new child in their lives, it's important to look at how Elon and Grimes are doing both separately and together as parents. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Number 4. A parent. Again, when it comes to parenting, Elon Musk is more experienced than people remember or acknowledge. He has multiple children and likes to spend a lot of time with them when his schedule allows, even taking off one day a week to ensure that he relaxes with his children and family. But what does he see as his role with his current new child? Not what you might think. Grimes has a much bigger role than me right now, he added. When the kid gets older, there will be more of a role for me. Is he being irresponsible here? Honestly, no. In fact, by his own admission, he's doing what he's done before, many times. I think just doing what I've done with my other kids, he explained. If I have a trip for Tesla to China, for example, I'll bring the kids with me and we'll go see the Great Wall, or we took a bullet train from Beijing to Xi'an and saw the Terracotta Warriors. Musk also added that he created an online school for his 5 older children that has actually worked out pretty well. And if you're looking for a Muskism, if you will, here it is. I think babies are super cool, and really people need to have more babies because it sounds obvious, but if people don't have enough babies, humanity will disappear. I'm sure to some this will seem like Elon being Elon and wanting to put work ahead of his family. That's honestly not how he thinks. He acknowledges that right now, his son, which is apparently nicknamed Little X, is not something he can really help grow right now, unlike his other children. Once Little X is more grown up and able to interact with Elon, then things can change, obviously. But for now, he's limited in what he can really do for the child aside from being there for him. And to be clear, he does indeed spend time with his newest son, even posting pictures of himself with Little X on Instagram. Elon Musk has always had an interesting view of life and the world in general, and this is just an extension of that. Number 3. The Twitter problem. There is a major reason why Elon Musk is one of the most eccentric, brilliant, and yet controversial minds in the world today. Because on one hand, there is no doubt that he gets things done. Period. He's helped make numerous successful companies. He's worth $70 billion, and he almost single-handedly helped bring back the space race of sorts. More on that later. And is basically the only guy trying to make electric cars affordable in a way that people can appreciate. But all of that genius and engineering skills come at a price, in that Elon has very radical views on certain things, and that has cost him and his company a lot over the years. And no, I'm not talking about when he smoked on the Joe Rogan show. That was hilarious. Nothing more. Rather, when he goes onto Twitter, he sometimes makes statements that are very controversial, like when he noted that the lockdown should be lifted, which cost him $1 billion in stocks as a result. And more recently, he showed his transphobia in a tweet that even got his partner in Grimes to respond thusly, "I love you, but please turn off your phone or give me a dial. I cannot support hate. Please stop this. I know this isn't your heart." That's a bold statement and something that we're sure they talked about a lot in the time that followed. But even if she is able to help him curb his feelings on this one issue, he's said and done a lot of other things that makes him feel more like a fool more than anything else. Which is a problem because he's honestly not a fool. He's a genius who's trying to make the world better. It's just that his quirks and feelings on certain issues clash with those ideals. Number 2. SpaceX. In truth, you honestly have to wonder what kind of time Elon is spending with his partner in Grimes, and his new son Little X, and more, given all the things that he has to manage, including the biggest thing of all that he is currently doing, SpaceX. For those who don't know, SpaceX is Elon's brainchild that he made when he realized that NASA and other agencies weren't trying to advance humanity into the stars anymore. He realized that by making his own parts and bringing in certain people to do certain jobs, he could cut costs by making starships and thus make something affordable, reusable, and innovative. Sound crazy? Yeah, sure. But it worked, and it's continuing to work. In fact, SpaceX is the reason that we may honestly have a person on Mars in this decade. Both SpaceX and NASA are trying to put people on the red planet within a few years' time. And Elon is being bold in saying by 2050, via his reusable starships, that there will be a colony of 1 million on the planet. He is constantly going to SpaceX to work on various engineering problems and talking with others about launches and more. He's a busy man, and that's not even including his other major company. Number 1. Tesla. While Elon Musk is trying to get us to space, his other major endeavor is to get us on the road to green energy, via making electric cars that are not only fast and stylish, but can truly go the distance. Elon doesn't just co-own Tesla. He's the head of production and various other tasks, which is good in a way because he really does see innovation where others don't. Look at the Cybertruck if you don't believe us. With every new innovation comes a chance for a new kind of electric vehicle to be made, and he's even making electric semi-trucks for businesses to use. Elon spends large chunks of his week at Tesla making designs, ensuring production, and more. In a few years, a large number of people may truly be driving a Tesla, and that may include little X when he's old enough. There you go, everyone. A look at the lives of Elon Musk and Grimes and what they're going through in regards to parenting, their relationship, Elon's work, and more. What do you think will be the fate of this couple? What do you think will happen when Elon's current work is done? Or will it ever be done? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe and we'll see you next time on the channel.